Okay, then let's go on to the next family, group 16 of the periodic table, which is known as chalcogens. Oxygen family हम इसको क्यों बुलाते हैं? Because oxygen is the first member of this group, so उसको हम oxygen family बुलाते हैं. और chalcogens हम उसको क्यों बुलाते हैं? That is because all these elements they are ore forming elements. जैसे आप लोगों ने जनरल प्रिंसिपल्स वाला चैप्टर जो हमने किया था उसमें हमने किया था कि मोस्ट ऑफ द ओर्स दे ईदर एग्जिस्ट एज ऑक्साइड्स और दे आर गोइंग टू एग्जिस्ट एज सल्फाइड्स. When we looking at the members of this family, these are the following members. We have oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, polonium, and abhi recently another member has been included in this group, which is UUH, unhexium. ठीक है? So this is with atomic number of 116. This is known as unhexium. ये वाला जो unhexium है, this is a synthetic element and is not very stable. Synthetic means it is man-made element and it is not very stable. When we talking of polonium over here, polonium that is going to be radioactive in nature. ठीक है? Polonium is radioactive in nature. Now, except for polonium and unhexium, all of these, that is oxygen, sulfur, selenium, and tellurium, all the four they are going to form ores. That is the reason why they are known as chalcogens, right? Now, these are p block elements with general electronic configuration of Ns2 Np4. Why do we call them as p block elements? That is because the differentiating electron or the last electron that is going to enter into the Np shell. ठीक है? That is why they are known as p block elements. Now over here, oxygen and sulfur, they are common elements. We have the most common elements among this group, that is oxygen and sulfur. Selenium and tellurium, they are not very common, they are rare. Okay? While polonium that keeps disintegrating because of its radioactive nature. Oxygen जो है, that is the most abundant element. Oxygen is the most abundant element and it forms approximately 20.9% by volume and approximately 23% by mass of the atmosphere. by mass of the atmosphere. ठीक है? Now oxygen जितना भी हमारे पास प्रोड्यूस होता है, that is majorly due to photosynthesis which is done by plants thereby releasing oxygen in the atmosphere, and then it also occur in the form of ozone in the upper atmosphere. ठीक है? It is going to occur as ozone in the upper atmosphere. Sulfur जो है, that is the 16th most abundant element of the atmosphere. ठीक है? It occurs mostly in the combined state. It does not occur free. It mostly occurs in the combined state. When we doing the electronic configurations of all of these, let's go on to oxygen first. The electronic configuration of oxygen, that is going to be helium 2s2 2p4. ठीक है? फिर उसके बाद आ गया सल्फर. सल्फर की इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन इज नियॉन 3s2 3p4. Then we come to selenium. The electronic configuration is argon 3d10 4s2 4p4. ठीक है? फिर उसके बाद टेलुरियम, क्रिप्टॉन 4d10 5s2 5p4. फिर उसके बाद पोलोनियम की it is going to be xenon 4f14 5d10 6s2 6p4 and finally of unanhaxium, that is going to be radon 5F14, 6D10, 7S2 and 7V4. These are going to be the electronic configurations of each of the elements. So we go on to the first property, the first characteristics of these elements, which are the physical characteristics. The physical characteristics जो सबसे पहला physical characteristic which we are going to discuss, that is the physical state. It is seen that oxygen exists as a diatomic gas, whereas sulfur and rest of the elements, they exist as S8. Or you can say that they exist in the form of 8 atoms combined together, and they all exist in the form of solids. Okay? So oxygen, that is going to exist as gas, whereas rest of all of the elements, they are going to exist as solids at room temperature. Now when we are talking of S8 molecule over here, the structure of sulfur is a puckered ring structure, it is known as, in which the sulfur that is arranged in this manner. This is the puckered ring structure. What is the reason behind this? Why oxygen that is existing as a diatomic gas and sulfur as a you can say as a solid, as a puckered ring solid? That is because of the following reason, that we say that in case of oxygen there is p-pi multiple bonding which is going to be present. जब p-pi multiple bonding होती है तो oxygen that is combined or that is bonded to other oxygen with the help of a double bond. It is seen that the bond energy of O double bond, that is higher than the bond energy of the chain of single oxygen atoms. So that is the reason why this is going to be a stable bonding, because of multiple bonding which is taking place over here, and oxygen that exists in the form of O2. Whereas when we are talking of sulfur, in sulfur p-pi bonding, that is going to be absent. ठीक है? क्योंकि इसमें p-pi bonding is absent, therefore it is seen that जो sulfur double bond होता है, इसकी bond dissociation energy is quite less as compared to the chain of sulfur. So it is seen that this is going to be more stable, as a result of which sulfur prefers forming single covalent bonds rather than forming double bonds. Okay? So that is the reason why oxygen that is going to exist as a diatomic gas, whereas sulfur exists as a puckered ring solid. ठीक है? जिसमें भी एनर्जी ज्यादा रहती है वही ज्यादा स्टेबल स्ट्रक्चर होगा, और जो ज्यादा स्टेबल स्ट्रक्चर होगा उसी के फॉर्म में वो एग्जिस्ट करेगा. ओके? Then next is the second property which we are going to discuss, that is metallic and non-metallic character. Metallic and non-metallic character. It is seen कि oxygen and sulfur, they are typical nonmetals, whereas when we are talking of selenium and tellurium, they have both metallic and non-metallic character, so they can behave as metalloids. Whereas when we are talking of polonium exists as a metal. So you can see over here that the non-metallic character that will keep on decreasing as we keep going down the group with increase in atomic number. ठीक है, जैसे जैसे atomic number बढ़ता जाएगा वैसे वैसे metallic character भी बढ़ता जाएगा, right? Then we go on to the physical properties. The first physical property which we are going to discuss that is atomic radii. Now over here we are going to compare the atomic radii between group 15 and group 16. Now over here we say that when we talking of group 15 and group 15 they have higher atomic sizes than group 16. This is because of increase in nuclear charge as we go along a period. Okay, और उसके बाद as we keep going down the group, the atomic size keeps on increasing. तो ऑक्सीजन का साइज सबसे छोटा, फिर सल्फर, फिर सेलेनियम, फिर टेलुरियम and फिर पोलोनियम. The reason behind this is introduction of a new principal shell. That is because of introduction of a new principal shell. When you just saw the electronic configuration, in oxygen we are filling up 2 shell, and then sulfur we are filling up 3, selenium we are filling up 4, and so on. Right? Now when we are comparing the ionic sizes with respect to the atomic sizes, there is a lot of difference. For example, if we're looking at the atomic size of oxygen, the atomic radius of oxygen, that is 66 picometers only. But when we are looking at the ionic radii, it increases to 140 picometers, which is almost double. That is because 2 electrons they are added up. Because of these 2 electrons which are added, the effective nuclear charge that is going to decrease. Because the effective nuclear charge decreases, therefore the ionic radii that is going to increase. Similarly, if we are talking of sulfur may it is 104 picometers is the atomic radius, whereas the ionic radius that is 184 picometers. ठीक है? So this is the reason कि as the number of electrons are increasing in the ionic state, so the effective nuclear charge is going to decrease and the size that is going to increase. ठीक है? फिर उसके बाद it is seen that the second property which we are going to do, that is ionization energy. When we are comparing the ionization energy of group 15 and group 16, it is seen that in case of group 15 the ionization energies they are going to be greater than group 16. This is because of half filled electronic configuration in case of group 15, which is more stable. राइट, अदरवाइज क्या होना चाहिए कि जैसे जैसे साइज डिक्रीज होता है आयोनाइजेशन एनर्जी बढ़ती जानी चाहिए. अब यहाँ पे ग्रुप 15 का साइज बड़ा है, ग्रुप 16 का साइज छोटा है, तो अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस रीजन जो आयोनाइजेशन एनर्जीज है ग्रुप 16 की ज्यादा होनी चाहिए देन ग्रुप 15. बट वी आर सेइंग दैट ग्रुप 15 की आयोनाइजेशन एनर्जी ज्यादा है देन ग्रुप 16. दैट इज बिकॉज ऑफ द फैक्ट कि यहाँ पे हमारे पास half filled electronic configuration है, it is more stable, therefore more energy will be required to remove the electron from P over here, right? As we keep going down the group, the ionization energies they will keep on decreasing. So oxygen की ionization energy सबसे ज्यादा होती है, फिर सल्फर की, फिर सेलेनियम की और फिर टेलुरियम की. पोलोनियम is radioactive, तो उसकी जो you can say properties here they keep changing, so it's not easy to study the properties of polonium. Got it? The third property which we are going to do, that is electronegativity. क्या होती है electronegativity? It is the tendency to attract the shared pair of electrons towards itself. That is electronegativity. When we talking of electronegativity, group 15 15 is less electronegative with respect to group 16 because of smaller size of group 16. However, when we are going down the group, oxygen की जो electronegativity है, that is going to be the largest. So जैसे जैसे हम down the group जाएंगे, वैसे वैसे electronegativity जो है, that will keep on decreasing. So oxygen की सबसे ज़्यादा, फिर sulfur, फिर selenium और फिर tellurium. The reason behind this is increase in size, therefore the nuclear charge is not felt at the outermost shell, is not felt at the outermost shell. Therefore, the electronegativity that will keep on decreasing. Okay, so ये जो decrease in electronegativity है, that can help us understanding the metallic and the non-metallic character. Because जो metallic character होता है, जितना ज़्यादा electronegativity होगी, उतना कम metallic character होगा. So metallic character is inversely proportional to electronegativity. Okay. Now over here, because oxygen is the most electronegative, so we've written oxygen and sulfur as non-metals. फिर उसके बाद कम हो गई electronegativity, they are converting into metalloids, and polonium की जो electronegativity है, that is going to be the least. ठीक है? तो इसलिए उसका जो character है, that changes from non-metallic to metallic. Then next we come to melting and boiling points. The fourth property is melting and boiling points. The melting and boiling points will keep on increasing with increase in size. Increase with increase in size. तो जैसे जैसे down the group जाते रहेंगे, वैसे वैसे melting and boiling points they will keep on increasing. So oxygen का जो melting point है या boiling point है, that is less, then sulfur, then selenium, and then tellurium. This is because of increase in van der Waals forces of attraction with size. Increase in van der Waals forces of attraction with increase in size. ठीक है? Then next we come to the fifth property, which is electron affinity. What do we understand by electron affinity? Electron affinity is the amount of energy released when an electron is added to an isolated gaseous atom. This we have already discussed in group 15. So electron affinity जो है, जैसे जैसे down the group जाते हैं, वैसे वैसे electron affinity को क्या होना चाहिए? It should keep on becoming less negative. ठीक है? So it is seen that when we travel down the group, the electron affinity should keep on becoming less negative, right? So जो इसका trend रहता है, that should be that oxygen should have the maximum value of electron gain enthalpy, then sulfur, then selenium, and then tellurium. But this does not happen like this. Oxygen, it has less value. This is the wrong trend which has to be followed according to increase in size. Oxygen has less value of electron gain enthalpy than sulfur. उसके बाद वो decrease होता रहता है. So this is the correct trend, and this is how you get your questions in competitions, right? Now why this is happening? This is because oxygen has a small size. The electrons in oxygen, they are filled up in 2p orbital, right? Because of the small size, the incoming electron experiences repulsion. The incoming electron experiences repulsion, or we can say that in case of oxygen, because of small size, there are inter-electronic repulsions. ठीक है? और because of the inter-electronic repulsions, the incoming electron cannot be easily added up to the oxygen. Therefore, it has less value of electron gain enthalpy with respect to others. However, if you're going down the loop, the value of electron gain enthalpy will keep on decreasing due to increase in size. ठीक है? So ये trend आपका रहता है. This is very important. कि what is the electron gain enthalpy? ऑक्सीजन की सबसे कम होती है, उससे ज्यादा सल्फर की होती है, फिर उसके बाद सेलेनियम की उससे कम और टेलुरियम की उससे कम. तो इस ग्रुप में सल्फर हैज मैक्सिमम वैल्यू ऑफ नेगेटिव maximum value of negative electron gain enthalpy. It is also known as electron affinity. ठीक है? उसके बाद next property जो हमारी आती है, that is allotropy. The sixth property which we are going to discuss, that is allotropy. What is allotropy? Allotropy, that is the existence of an element in more than one state. ठीक है? जैसे more than one structure, crystalline, amorphous or whatever it can. जैसे for example, carbon has two crystalline forms, graphite and diamond, right? So we have allotropy is anything in which there is going to be more than one structure of the same element. That is known as allotropy. Oxygen exists in the form of two allotropes, oxygen and ozone. ठीक है? फिर उसके बाद we have sulfur. Sulfur exists as rhombic sulfur, monoclinic sulfur and plastic sulfur. Now rhombic and monoclinic over here, they are the crystalline forms, whereas plastic sulfur, that is going to be the amorphous form. ठीक है? उसी तरह से सेलेनियम जो है, selenium exists in two allotropic forms, one which is the red form and the next one, that is the gray form. Selenium के बाद we have tellurium. Tellurium also exists in two forms, one which is the crystalline form and the other one, that is the amorphous form. ठीक है? crystalline form and amorphous form. फिर allotropy के बाद जो next property आती है, that is catenation. What do we understand by catenation? Catenation means self linkage. That is binding with itself. जैसे पूरे periodic table में सबसे ज्यादा जो catenation show करता है, that is going to be carbon. ठीक है? यहाँ पे जब हम लोग इस वाले ग्रुप में लेते हैं कि then we see that only oxygen and sulfur, they are the only two elements which show catenation, oxygen and sulfur, because of small size. सल्फर भी कैटेनेशन ऑक्सीजन से ज्यादा शो करता है because of its tendency to form single bonds rather than forming double bonds as in the case of oxygen. ठीक है? So then this is the property of catenation. Next we go on to oxidation states. Oxidation states. Now as we have seen that the electronic configuration is NS2np4, तो नियरेस्ट नोबल गैस कॉन्फ़िगरेशन अटेन करने के लिए इसको 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स चाहिए, ठीक है? तो इसकी जो मोस्ट कॉमन ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट होती है इस ग्रुप की, दैट इज -2. दिस इज द मोस्ट कॉमन ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट ऑफ दिस ग्रुप. ऑक्सीजन इन फैक्ट शोज only -2 in its compounds except fluorides, where it shows oxidation state of +2 instead of -2 because of greater electronegativity of fluoride than oxygen. ठीक है? फ्लोराइड्स की इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटी ज्यादा होती है, इसलिए जो ये कंपाउंड बनाता है इट इज ऑफ द टाइप OF2 with fluorine. ओके, सो उसपे वो +2 ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट शो करता है, बाकी सब में -2 करेगा. Whereas when we talking of the rest of them, सल्फर, सेलेनियम एंड टेलुरियम, ये वाले जो है ये पॉजिटिव ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट शो करते हैं ड्यू टू डिक्रीज इन electronegativity, due to decrease in electronegativity. ठीक है? अब ये कौन सी ऑक्सीडेशन पॉजिटिव ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट शो करते हैं? दे शो +2, दे शो +4 एंड दे शो +6, राइट? जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल if we taking sulfur shows +4 in SF4 and sulfur shows +6 in SF6. ठीक है? Now over here it is seen that when we looking at the क्या कहते हैं, the +4 and +6 oxidation state over here, the reason behind this is presence of vacant d orbitals in sulfur, selenium and tellurium, which help in extending their covalency. Which help in extending their covalency. ठीक है? So ये रीजन रहता है. और जब हम लोग इसमें कंपाउंड्स में +4 और +2 ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट्स, +4 और +6 ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट्स देखते हैं, तो इट इज सीन कि +4 ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट behaves as both oxidizing and reducing agent, right? Whereas the elements in +6 oxidation state, they are going to have only oxidizing properties. They do not have reducing properties. They are only going to have oxidizing properties. ठीक है? So this is the oxidation state. Let's go on to the trends in chemical reactivity. Trends in chemical reactivity. When we look at the reactivity of the elements of this group, it is seen that oxygen is going to be most reactive. ठीक है? Oxygen is most reactive. This is because all its reactions, they are going to be exothermic. All the reactions are exothermic. Exothermic reaction means that there is going to be release in energy, and because of this release in energy, the stability of the system that is going to increase. ठीक है? So most reactive is oxygen, चाहे उसकी bond dissociation energy सबसे ज्यादा है. The reason behind that is because all its reactions, they are going to be exothermic, releasing energy and hence making the product more stable. ठीक है? उसके बाद जब हम लोग ऑक्सीजन के साथ ऑक्सीजन की जब रिएक्शंस देखते हैं, तो ऑक्सीजन मोस्टली हम देखते हैं कि इट कंबाइंस डायरेक्टली विद ऑल द मेटल्स टू फॉर्म रिस्पेक्टिव ऑक्साइड्स. right? It is going to form respective oxides with all the metals. सिर्फ नॉन मेटल्स के साथ नोबल मेटल्स के साथ रिएक्ट नहीं करता, except for noble metals. ठीक है? Now over here the elements such as tungsten, platinum, gold, halogens, right? All these elements and noble gases, they do not react with oxygen. They are not going to react with oxygen. Okay, so directly they react करता है, indirectly it can form compounds. Then when we talking of reactivity of this group, as we just said, the oxygen जो है that is going to be the most reactive. The reactivity keeps on decreasing as we keep going down the group. The first type of compounds which we are going to discuss over here, they are hydrides, or reaction with hydrogen. This group forms hydrides of the type H2O, H2S, H2Se and H2Te. ठीक है? इस तरह के कंपाउंड से बनाता है वाटर, हाइड्रोजन सल्फाइड, हाइड्रोजन सेलेनाइड एंड हाइड्रोजन टेलुराइड. These are the compounds it is going to form. When we talking of water over here, water that is has the properties like it does not have any color, so we say that it is colorless, odorless and tasteless in the pure form. It does not have any taste, it does not have any smell and it does not have any color. ठीक है? Whereas when we are talking of others, like we are talking of H2S, H2SC and H2Te, all of these they are going to behave as poisonous, bad smelling gases, right? And water that behaves as a liquid. The liquid state of water that is explained on the basis of hydrogen bonding in water, which is missing in rest of the compounds. ठीक है? फिर उसके बाद we have second property. Okay, let's write it as first property over here, boiling points. The boiling points show the following trend. Water का boiling point सबसे ज़्यादा होता है, फिर उसके बाद H2S का, उसके बाद boiling points they will keep on increasing down the group. The reason behind this is that in case of water there is going to be hydrogen bonding, which makes water exist as a liquid because of association due to hydrogen bonding. उसके बाद H2S से साइज बड़ा होता रहेगा till tellurium, right? Because the size is increasing, therefore van der Waals forces increases, and because of increase in van der Waals forces of attraction, the boiling points will also increase. So H2O that is going to be least volatile amongst all of these. Okay. The second property which we are going to discuss over here, that is the covalent character of hydrides. कोवलेंट कैरेक्टर जो होता है हाइड्राइड्स का, दैट विल कीप ऑन इंक्रीजिंग डाउन द ग्रुप, ठीक है। सो H2O जो है दैट इज गोइंग टू बी लेस कोवलेंट, फिर उसके बाद H2S, फिर उसके बाद H2Se and then H2Te. The reason behind this is that as we keep going down the group, the electronegativity difference keeps on decreasing. Electronegativity difference keeps on decreasing, right? Because the electronegativity difference that is decreasing, therefore covalent character increases. Covalent character that will keep on increasing with decrease in electronegativity difference, ठीक है। फिर उसके बाद जो नेक्स्ट प्रॉपर्टी आती है, the third property, that is thermal stability. Thermal stability will also keep on decreasing down the group. So water that is going to be thermally most stable, फिर उसके बाद H2S, फिर उसके बाद H2Se, फिर उसके बाद H2Te. The reason behind this is as we go down, size increases, ठीक है, bond length increases and bond dissociation energy decreases. तो अगर bond dissociation energy decrease करेगी तो thermal stability भी decrease करेगी, ठीक है। फिर उसके बाद जो फोर्थ इसका कैरेक्टर है, that is reducing character. The reducing character that is inversely proportional to thermal stability. So it will follow an opposite trend in this. H2O that is going to be least reducing because it is thermally most stable. फिर उसके बाद H2S, फिर उसके बाद H2SC, फिर उसके बाद H2Te, ठीक है। इसी के बेसिस पे we calculate or we discuss the acidic character of this. So when we looking at the acidic character, the fifth property, is the acidic character. Acidic character will keep on increasing down the group. All of these they behave as very weak acids due to less ionic character. Ionic character इन सबका बहुत कम है ना, जैसे हमने covalent character देखा, तो covalent character will keep on increasing down the group. Water is the only most ionic substance over here. That is also not very ionic. Okay, so that is why they are going to behave as weak acids, and the acidic strength will keep on increasing down the group. This is again explained on the basis of ease with which hydrogen can be released over here. Thermal stability जो है that is decreasing down the group. Therefore we say that acidic character that will keep on increasing down the group. And finally we come to the last this thing, which is bond angle. Bond angle will also keep on decreasing down the group. That is because of increase in size. अब यहाँ पे हम लोग क्या देख रहे हैं, that the bond angle over here that is going to be 104.5 degrees, ठीक है। जैसे जैसे हम नीचे जाएंगे तो बॉन्ड एंगल इन केस ऑफ H2S that decreases to approximately 92. This has two reasons. The first reason is the increase of size as we are going down the group. ठीक है? So in order to minimize the repulsions, the hydrogen they are pushed closer to each other. And second is decrease in electronegativity. Because the electronegativity also is decreasing as we keep going down the group, so the bond angle that is going to decrease. So this is all what we are going to do today. Okay.